Hi, my name is Casey Shaw, and today I'm going to talk about Fresh Poke Restaurant. Poke means to slice or to cut in Hawaiian, and it's a raw fish salad. Basically, you get to pick a fresh protein and mix it with different types of vegetables, sauces, and crunchy toppings. While I was at the restaurant, I was able to sit down and analyze the restaurant's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The first strength of the restaurant was its location. It was located right at the end of the vista, right off Huger Street, so it was easily accessible for many people. Their next strength is their customer service. When my friend and I walked into the restaurant, we were immediately greeted by the workers behind the counter. That made us feel very welcomed and special. The next strength is their menu. They had plenty of different options, and I'm a picky eater, so I personally don't like raw fish, but they had a chicken option for me, which was very helpful. The next strength was the create your own option. Like I said, I was a picky eater, so I didn't like any of the set menu items they already had, so I was able to create my own and put whatever I wanted in it, and that made it even better. Then their last strength was their modern design. I'm in the younger crowd, so this really appealed to me. It's newer and it's cleaner, and it just makes everything look better. Their first weakness was their parking. They only had a few spots outside of the restaurant. They also had meter spots, but when in the Vista on the weekends, there's always so many people and there is always limited parking. So if they could find a way to improve that, that would be better. Their next weakness was their exterior of the building. The exterior is painted a bright white color, and their sign is a light blue color. So when the sun hits it a certain way, it doesn't read very well. Their next weakness is their seating. When my friend and I walked in, there were a ton of people in there, and it was a seat yourself. So people typically don't like to sit right on top of each other. So if they could find a way to improve their seating, that would be better. And then their last weakness was their food. I found little red spots on my chicken that might not bother other people, but to me, it just makes it look like they weren't really paying attention to what kind of food they're putting out to their customers. The first opportunity is expansion. They already have another location out on Harbison Boulevard, but they can keep expanding and growing their restaurant, and it'll just make it better. Their next opportunity is the customer base. They're a healthier option as opposed to a McDonald's, and they can also reach a vegetarian market. Their next opportunity is a loyalty program. If they would start a loyalty program and say maybe buy 10 bowls, get your 11th bowl free, that'll motivate people to keep coming back to the restaurant, and then they can increase their sales. The next opportunity is a delivery service. There are a bunch of different delivery services out there like Bite Squad that can not only help them reach their customers if they don't feel like coming to the restaurant, but it'll also cause more people to order from them if they are put on their website. The first threat is competition. There's already a restaurant like this in Columbia called Poke Bros, and they're just going to keep popping up because it's a growing trend. The next threat could be pricing. If there's a shortage in the type of fish that they're selling to their customers, that could cause that fish price to increase, and they might have to increase their prices for their food, and the customers aren't going to be happy about that. The next threat is new regulations. If the USDA puts new regulations out there, they might have to retrain their employees or even get new equipment, and that could be a cost to the restaurant itself. And then the last threat could be natural disasters. There could be earthquakes or hurricanes, and not only natural disasters, but there can also be fires. And if a fire happens to a restaurant, it's hard to come back from that. So in conclusion, it was a newer restaurant, and I've never been there before, so I was able to have no bias. Overall, I didn't think the restaurant was bad, but I'm not sure that I would ever go back.